Good morning. This is Tim Hurley with Go Country 105, and I am talking to the lovely Miss Ingrid Andress. How are you this morning?
I am so well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I've got to say, I was in Nashville, seems like forever ago now, but for CRS, and I saw you perform on the Fresh Faces, the dinner performance. My God, you made me a fan in about 2.5 seconds.
Oh my gosh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Seriously, and it was wild. You were on the piano, obviously, which you are very, very comfortable with when it's just you and a piano, but then you also did the full band performance, and you were getting down. You got some moves.
Sure do. There's more where that came from.
That's what I hear. So what's the story there? Apparently you're a big party in your choreography and all that good stuff. I mean, I was not expecting to see you pop up from the piano to absolutely throw down.
I mean, me neither. Sometimes I just make it up as I go, honestly.
It was pretty good, but you had to be a little bit nervous. That's obviously a huge event, a huge night where basically it's just superstars coming out. So what does that mean for you? Are we I think that was just your introduction to the country music world, huh?
Yeah, it was. I feel like I was a little nervous at first, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's just about the music. So I'm more focused on that than I do what it means or who I'm playing for, because at the end of the day, I just need to be enjoying myself and hope that other people are having fun too.
Well, I certainly enjoyed it. You did not look nervous whatsoever, so kudos to you there. I got to get this out of the way. So rumor has it you were a soccer star back in Denver?
Soccer.
I know.
I mean, I've definitely played a lot and competitively. I switched from soccer to volleyball. And yeah, I definitely played more sports than I did music, for sure, growing up.
And your dad's a baseball coach, right, for the Rockies?
Yes, he was a strength and conditioning coach.
That's pretty good. So you had a little upper hand against the competition?
Sure did. Full-time training.
I love it. Are you still playing? No time.
I mean, it's hard to find pickup soccer games in Nashville, especially now. But yeah, I feel like I tried joining an intramural volleyball team when I first moved to Nashville, and I quickly realized that people were only joining it to make friends with people. They weren't actually good at volleyball.
Oh, that's tough.
And I got so competitive and made zero friends.
Are you a beach volleyball or two-man, or what's the deal?
Yeah, a bit of all of it, actually.
Nice. There's actually the beach bar has some pretty decent players out there. You got to check it out.
Yes, I definitely need to.
And there's a good pickup soccer game, by the way, in East Nashville. I'll tell you all about that offline.
Ooh, yes, please.
All right, we got to get back to music here for a few minutes. Coming up, we got Dan and Shay with 10,000 Hours, and then we'll have Ingrid Andress back in just a few. This is Tim Hurley on Go Country 105. So let's talk about Ladylike. That song absolutely crushed. As soon as I heard you sing it, I literally sent a link to my niece. I thought it was fantastic. What's the story behind the tune?
I guess it was inspired by me moving from Colorado to Nashville, because I thought, the West and the South were kind of the same thing. Western, Southern, whatever. And then I got here, and there's such thing as a Southern belle, which I'd never heard of before. And I was quickly made aware that I was not very ladylike in how
And what part of Colorado? Were you from Denver in particular? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
South Denver. So.
Yeah, a little looser.
Totally, yeah. And obviously playing sports my whole life, and usually around guys a lot, and not really thinking anything of being a girl and what that meant. And so I just wrote it to inspire people to, stay true to who they are and not have to apologize or feel like they have to fit into a box or anything.
That's great, and it's obviously great as the whole album is titled Ladylike, so that's appropriate.
Yes.
That's the feeling behind the album. Is that about right?
It totally is. That's the takeaway.
And you mentioned already that you said you love to travel. You've spent a ton of time in Los Angeles, right? You do a lot of songwriting here?
I do, yeah. I love L.A. Most of my friends are out there, actually.
Oh, well, we appreciate that. The SoCal country fans out here. Where do you typically come when you're out in L.A.?
I usually stay in West Hollywood, and just because that's where all the studios are.
Sure.
And I love going to Santa Monica. Actually, when I first came out to LA to write, I would go to the pier, and because there was always pickup volleyball there.
Yeah.
I would play. And yeah, I kind of go all over. Wherever there's a studio, I'm there. So
that's great. And any spots other than the pier that inspire you out here?
I mean, Runyon does not inspire me. I feel like everybody is there all the time. It's so crowded, and there are like tiny dogs everywhere, and it's crazy. I feel like Mulholland Drive is pretty pretty at night.
There you go. I like it. So More Hearts Than Mine is one of the best songs out there, in my opinion, right now. I absolutely love it. Is this a true story? Someone special you're singing about this right now?
I mean, it definitely was a true story. I wrote it during the holidays when you have to figure out if you want to introduce somebody to your family or not. And I ended up not. But I wrote the song, so that's all that matters.
There we go. Well, it's a smash, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for all of your time, Ingrid Andress. Guys, do yourself a favor. Go out and buy the album. It is available right now. Ingrid, thanks so much for calling in.
Go Country 105. Go Country 105.